Now the moment we've all been waiting for.
I am Nate Riggle, and you are listening to The Way of the Bonfire. All right, we got some ambiance today. I'm sitting in the car, it's raining, and I wasn't going to do it like this, but then I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe you like the rain. Maybe you like the sound of the little pitter-patter on the roof. And some cars driving around. The story's kind of about driving around and getting lost. So I didn't even need sound effects. It's all natural. Anyway, I had this time in my life when I lived in the Caribbean for a couple of years. I was a missionary, and we were driving around in this van. And this was before GPS. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have anything. And we're on this island, and this guy, Joshua Fawcett, I hope he's listening. I'm not even going to tell him that I'm doing this because I hope he runs into this by accident. Anyway, Joshua Fawcett, he's driving this car, and he's got this, we're lost. We have no idea where we're going, and I'm stressing out. Right, because we're on this part of the island I didn't recognize, and he just always had this way of just relaxing. Maybe he was stressed out, but it was just his voice. And I will say it's a little bit monotone. I've said it to his face. I love the guy like I love a brother, so he's all right with it. But he would say, whenever we'd get lost, he'd always just calmly say, you know what I always say? Keep going, keep going. And that really worked because we were on an island. So eventually the roads kind of all lead to each other. And then I was thinking about that, like, oh, that doesn't work everywhere because eventually, like, the roads will just keep going further and further away from where you're trying to get to. But when you think about what you're putting out there and all the different efforts that you have, and you think that the good things that you're doing are being lost on the ungrateful or whatever it is, you feel like you're spinning your wheels. I think we all could use that advice a little bit more. Just keep going, because we're on an island in the sun, baby. That one's for my older brother, Brett. We like to listen to Weezer together. And this whole world's an island. Everything kind of reflects back onto each other. And my son does this thing where he plays this little game with himself. He'll just pick two words at random or two objects at random and try to figure out how they're connected or how they could be connected. And he usually is able to get a path back to them, no matter how randomly different they are. And maybe you'd say I'm being so philosophical and whatever, butterfly effect-ish or whatever it is. But the more that I explore this concept of the things that we put out there being reflected back to us, it's more than just karma. It's like this true thing that actually happens when you put good out there. It has a way of changing the world in ways that you can't perceive. But you kind of find your way back. And it finds its way back to you because things are more connected than you think. This is your philosophy lesson here on a Wednesday or whenever you're listening to this. In the rain. You're welcome. Go get 'em. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode. I love the chance to make your day better in some way, whether that ends up being just a quick reset that you needed to change things up, or even just a laugh or some fresh perspective. If you're getting value out of it, can you please do me a favor and share it with someone else? Because as more people find and listen to the show, I'm able to bring more good stuff more often. It is the fuel to the bonfire. Also, I'd love to hear your feedback and any thoughts or ideas or questions you have so we can be more connected and make the show even better with your input and your inspiration. The quickest way to do that is to send a message to my Instagram handle at Way of the Bonfire, which is also included in the show notes. And if you just want to avoid accidentally scrolling on social media, you can send me an email at nate@wayofthebonfire.com. And you know it, but make sure you click that follow button so you can catch new episodes as soon as they're available. Keep tending the bonfire, and we'll see you on the next one.